Hello, my name is Tom Compton. This is my Kickstarter video for Lest We Forget, a graphic novel which employs the use of real actors and Photoshop effects instead of the use of hand-drawn photos. Lest We Forget began life as a screenplay entitled Chrysalis, which detailed the story of downtrodden high school teacher Alex Kane, who was sent to the small town of Dempsey to find his estranged mother. However, upon arriving, he discovers that the town is run by an idealistic cult leader who has turned it into a safe haven for any depraved mind passing through willing to stay. The decision, however, to turn it into a graphic novel was spawned from a couple different things. First of all, the fact that the project was big. In order to do it, it would cost several $1 million as a film, and therefore it was something I feasibly couldn't do at the time. Also, I became very interested in the concept of graphic novels after reading such ones as V for Vendetta and House of Golden Bones, which obviously I haven't read yet, but I'm highly anticipating. I, however, spent several months attempting to find an artist, get it drawn, when it finally occurred to me that I was looking for the wrong inspiration. People don't want to see what we assume people look like. People want to see what people actually look like. That's the appeal of film. However, I've never really seen it done for a graphic novel. So while we're taking pictures, and yes, we're altering them to look cartoonish and like they've been drawn, you're getting that real human emotion just from the look of a picture. Obviously, the story has undergone some very important plot changes. We're no longer talking about whether or not Alex is going to find his mother, but instead how he's going to save his wife, who experiences severe pains while they're traveling, and the only hospital he can find is in the idealistic little town of Dempsey, the slice of American life, if you will. I could yammer on and on and on about it, but instead what I'm going to do is show you a portion that is taken from a side story, that is taken from a story which doesn't involve Alex. And details the story of a man by the name of Howard Wallace and his mistress, Eliza Bell. Eliza is a very focal point in the main story, and therefore I'd like to show you a little bit of her backstory to give you an idea of what we're looking at. Now, while you take a look and you read through Mrs. Wallace's Time Conundrum, a side story from the main book, I'm going to go ahead and cover what exactly we need the money for and the rewards that we're offering. This is more or less a two-part process. The first part is like shooting a film. We're talking about pre-production work, making sure that we have the ability to cast, the ability to hire people such as emergency personnel for on set and get sets, because we're not building any sets. Everything is going to be genuine areas that we find around the city of Columbus, Ohio, where we're shooting. And then you're also talking about production, talking about feeding the models while we're on set, making sure that we have the times that we need, and making sure that those emergency personnel can be there to ensure the success and safety of our cast and crew. Post-production, we're going to be running through. We're going to be spending about a month and a half editing these pictures, getting them cut together. That's just the first part. The second part enters more of a book production. We're going to need an office. We're going to need an area to cut the books, the machinery to cut the books, the machinery to bind them, and ensure that everything is ready. And this also includes shipping and includes man hours. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to look over. As far as what we're offering for rewards, we're talking about everything from $5 to $1,000. It's a pretty good range for rewards. $5 ensures you not only your name in the credits, so like literally the lowest amount's going to get you your name in the credits, but we're looking at you getting an electronic copy of the book. The initial run of the book will be through Kindle and hopefully Nook. We'll be able to secure that. So you're talking about getting one of the side stories. It could be Mrs. Wallace's Time Conundrum. It's all up to you. Electronically delivered to you. $10, you're going to get an electronic copy of the book. You're also going to get one of the side stories of your choosing. $25, you're going to get a softcover physical copy of the book. Then we move up into the exclusives. Also at $25, you'll be receiving a making of DVD. So it'll take you from the beginning of pre-production all the way to when we ship the finished book. Then we hit $75. There are 200 of these available, and it is a hand-sewn hardcover copy of the book, which includes all 4 side stories. You hit $500, we're talking about memorabilia, pieces of the set, equipment, things like that. All of these rewards include the lessers, so even though there's only 200 for $75, if you pay $500, you will also get a hand-sewn copy of the book. At $1,000, you will be flown out to Columbus, Ohio. You will be put in a room, and room and board, everything paid for, and you will be on set, and you will be in the comic, and all lesser rewards included. So that's the goal. We need $60,000 to make sure that this gets shot, it gets published, and you get your rewards in a timely manner. I want to go ahead and thank everybody who has donated, who's watched this video, and is keeping us in mind. My name's Tom Compton. This is Lest We Forget.